Hi all, good afternoon. Martin here, Man City Fan TV. City 2, Palace 2. How do we all feel about it? Just not getting it right this season, we're just not getting it right. Let's see some hellos. Lankow is on. Hello, hope you're good, buddy. Mingyu Wong is on. Happy Sunday, Martin. Are you feeling okay? A little bit like that today after yesterday's result. Takes me a day or two to get over it, and I ain't watching that crap on the TV either. Leonard's on. Hi everyone. Hope you're good. Yes, I hope you're good, Leonard. Hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon anyway, buddy. What we're going to do today is obviously player ratings from yesterday's game. We're going to talk about the mood in the dressing room a little bit. Players, particularly Ben Mendy's come out and had his say on the mood in the dressing room after yesterday's game. Pep being a little bit unhappy about yesterday's results and some of the things that happened in the last 2 or 3 minutes. City, obviously VAR. I am bored of talking about VAR. I am absolutely bored about talking about VAR. And I think some of the fans, especially yesterday, have had their say now. And they've made their feelings quite clear on VAR, and we're going to talk about that as well. So, Brody's on. Hey, hope you're good. Leonard London, looks like our players and Pep are prepared only for the Champions League. Well, I hope not. I really hope not. Looks like, I don't know when I like Fernandinho, but feel like he lost concentration yesterday. I'm going to talk about the back line. I'm going to have my say on the back line, and I ain't going to hold back anymore. I'm going to have my opinion on that back line because it's awful. I'm going to be straight with you right now. Hi, Martin and fellow Blues. Peter Curry's on. Van Dijk scored for Liverpool already. Why am I not surprised? What's that? 15 minutes in and United are already 1 down. Not surprised. What we're going to be on 17 points with a game in hand, we'll be behind them. Now the title's gone. I don't know if I'm going to feel positive anymore. Not looking forward to Tuesday night. Oh, I feel positive about Tuesday. I don't feel positive about the league anymore. And I don't feel positive that we're in the position where we don't need to buy in January anymore. But again, my opinion, had that handball been against Liverpool, bet you would have been awarded a pen. I bet you would have, yeah, probably would have been. But it did follow the rules on it. We're going to talk about that as well because the Premier League have made a statement on that yesterday. Wearing my jacket. Been told I've got to wear it all the time at the moment for the money it cost. Someone wasn't happy and I got shouted at yesterday when I got home. Hi Martin, hello fellow Blues, hope you're doing well. Alexander's on, hope you're good, buddy. Happy afternoon. Right, what we're going to do is, hey, how are you, bro? I'm good, Noah, hope you're good, buddy. Andy will be on at some point. He's just on his way home from the airport, I think, or somewhere he's been today. Nice tracksuit. It's not a tracksuit, it's the new what's the word? I'm trying to think what they're called. Training jacket. It's the new training jacket that's only been out a week. Do you think that Mahrez deserves to play more? I'm going to talk about that as well because I thought Mahrez made a difference to the game yesterday. Wouldn't have gone to VAR. It would have done, Leonard. It would have done, especially after all the new things that have come in regarding the monitors, which wasn't used yesterday, apparently. I didn't see anyone go over to a monitor yesterday. Is it a training jacket? Yes, it is a training jacket. There you go. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to crack straight on into the play ratings, and then we'll talk about the news. So the first one we're going to talk about is Ederson. How do we feel Ederson did yesterday? And while you're giving your scores, I'm going to get Stuart Brennan's scores up as well, so we can compare the two. So Ederson, what we're thinking? De Bruyne is the best player in the city, in my opinion. Yes, he is. Does Andy work on a Sunday? They rest. They are. Mingyu Wong, you ask and you shall receive. The ball hit his hand there for a handball. Yes, I know Lankow. They were following the letter of the law yesterday. Hello, everyone. Just got home. Right. So, Ederson, how do we feel he did out of 10 yesterday? Can you also let me know how the sound is, please? Because I'm now using new headphones. Noah's gone for 6 out of 10 for Ederson. Mingyu Wong, 6. When it comes to Liverpool, the rules adapt to suit their result. I work 7 days a week, Mingyu Wong. Do you? No, he does. He works hard, does Andy? Hello, Liverpool are winning. Yes, Carl, was you expecting anything else, mate? Look who they're playing. Andy couldn't have done much about the goal, 6.5. I'm not sure about the equaliser. Ederson, 6. Hello, can't stay long. No worries. Ryan, Eaton. Carl Blundell, 5. Peter Curry, 6. OSE, Andy, how are you feeling? The sound is good. I feel like he is a bit cocky sometimes. 5 out of 10. Sounds good. Thank you. Dave W, 6. Sound is great. Thank you. Leonard London, 6. Billy McHugh's gone 6. Yes, Eugene, we know Liverpool are winning. We weren't expecting anything else. You weren't really expecting them over the road to get anything, was you? Didn't watch the game, so no ratings on my side. You didn't watch the game, Alex. Why? Why was that, mate? Yesterday again, simply not good enough. Pep needs to be held accountable for this. Nowhere near good enough. I will have my say on Pep when we get to him, Ryan. I'm good, Mingyu Wong. Been busy catching up. Day out yesterday set me back. Tell you what, though, me and Andy had a really good laugh. I don't know if you've not seen the matchday vlog, go over and watch it, and you'll see mine in it, my interview at the end with Andy. It was the funniest thing you've ever seen. I'm not going to tell you why, because we'll get in trouble. But it was the funniest thing I've ever. That's the hardest I've laughed in a long time. That yesterday, it was like watching Andy's twin. Savage, I wanted a replay as I was working. Ryan, chill out. Went for dinner with my family, mate. Wanted to go out a little bit. Nope, that's great, mate. Family time is important, Alex. Right, any more on Ederson? While you're doing that, I'll tell you what Stuart Brennan said. Mad rush of blood almost cost Man City a goal in the first half. Has forgotten when to stay and when to go. He gives him a 5 out of 10. So Stuart Brennan's gone for 5 out of 10 on Ederson yesterday. So let's have a look at yours. 6s. It's generally 6s and 5s looking at it. Didn't see the game as it wasn't on TV and fell asleep during match of the day. I always fall asleep when Gary Lineker's talking. Lenny London, where do you get full replays? Teams are figuring out how to deal with Pep's football. Are the Ek, Carl? Don't be daft. Are the Ek trying to figure it out? Nowhere near figuring it out. Did you figure it out, mate? Sky Sports match choice highlights. Just went out food shopping, so I had to forget about last night. What do you mean chill out? I'm not saying he should be sacked, but any other manager would have... Any other manager would be having that exact conversation. Not been good enough this season at all. Why change a winning team? I think Pep is exaggerating on its philosophy. I think Bernardo Silva's best place is midfield defensively. Yeah, like Villa United in EFC did. Well, exactly. You know, all this figured us out. Sheffield United versus Man City this Tuesday night in the Premier League. Yeah, 7:30 on BT. Yes, we are going to do I might as well tell you now, I'm going to do a watch along for that. Because I'm not going. But I will do a watch along for Sheffield United City on Tuesday, and it's looking the same way when he was Bayern manager. Right, I'm going to give Ederson. I'm going to go slap bang in the middle with him, 5.5, because you've generally gone 5s and 6s, so we're going to go in the middle. I thought he could have done better for the equaliser, is my honest opinion. That's what I'm thinking. In the first half, he was rush of blood. Totally agree with Stu Brennan on that one. Rush of blood nearly cost us a goal. Don't know what he was doing. He's making rash decisions at the moment, and he needs to stop. And people slag off Claudio Bravo, but I've always said Claudio Bravo is better at commanding his area than Ederson is for me. Right, so Haaland was amazing. He was not been good enough for a second. We're in the next round of the Champions League semi-final, Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Some kids think we're entitled to win every game. We've just broken records for 2 years. Totally agree with you. Well, Newcastle, Palace, Liverpool, Man U, Spurs, Norwich and more figured it out. You say figured it out, Carl, but come on, mate. United got really lucky because we battered them. Liverpool, if you'll watch the actual game, we were cheated in 2 or 3 decisions. And also, if we could have finished, we'd have been out of sight of them in the first half. I was there, mate. Newcastle, just unlucky on the day. Palace, if you think that's figuring us out, then, because I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want a season ticket at Palace watching that football, mate. Agreed, Martin. Ryan, the first thing I thought was Ryan is going to ruin me with his info, and we're still smashing records. Andy, look at Sergio. Funny how old school City fans take defeat pragmatically. Kids make such entitled comments after every draw or defeat. Here we go. The Maras fanboys are here. Right, so we're going to move from Ederson and we're going to go to Cancelo, who didn't. Cancelo at the moment is blowing hot and cold. Some games he's amazing, and other games he looks dog awful. He's getting a run in games now, and he's got to start showing consistency in his performances. Because yesterday he just couldn't do it for me. He was off the boil. Whereas last week against Villa, he looked like a will beater. Hossein is on. Hello everyone. When KDB and Mahrez they start, they're doing very good. I don't understand Pep why he change all the time. The problem is Pep's not VAR. I think it's just the amount of games coming up, Hossein, if I'm honest. Haaland is something special. He is. Loads of comments. Sorry, I'm just going to try and catch them up. 6 is generous. Liverpool 2. Oh, well, there you go. Then Firmino scored. Look, it's time at Bayern and Barcelona. Same happened. What's happening now? Billy McHugh's gone for Cancelo with 5. United are an absolute joke and made that film continue. Was you expecting anything else? Mingyu Wan's giving Cancelo a 4. Dave the Blue 5. Leonard London 6. Hossein, we have a load of games coming up. Should play Mahrez every game until he runs out of form. They drop him for the rest of the season. Good question. Uncle Tommy gives him a 6. Cancelo, Andy gives him a 5. So because you have 2 good years, you don't want another title. Do you not want the best? Can't win it every year, Carl. That's my only issue with that, mate. If we finish second and win some cups, I'm an happy bunny. VAR no goals, still won. What? VAR have gone against Liverpool? Breaking news, everyone. VAR's gone against Liverpool. Carl Blundell 5, Dudley Lewis 5, Lankow 5, Stones is finished. I'm going to get into Stones, Abdullah, don't you worry. First goal started with him losing out the ball position for their second, exactly second, yet 20 points off first, not ever competing slightly. Are you ready for champion? Ryan, come on, mate. You're complaining about being second. There was a time when we were second bottom of the first division of the championship, and come on. Why change a winning team? I think Pep is exaggerating on its philosophy. I think Bernardo Silva's best place is midfield defensively. He could be. But he did play there in a couple of games recently, but I think Bernardo Silva's been off the boil all season anyway. Pepper's top 2 manager in the world know about needs to change his formation. He has done. He went 3-5-2 in other games, Cal. You'd only ever dream of having one of our good years, Cal. Not trying to be predictive. Did we set high expectations at the start of the year? Well, you've got to set high expectations, haven't you? Cancelo wasn't that bad, to be honest. Zaha's pace would be too much got anyone. However, thought Walker would match that pace and power. Leonard, some Crystal Palace fans thought Zaha didn't have a great game, and I tell you what, I don't think he had a great game myself. Cancelo, and yes, but our expectations are staying up. Yours are winning the league. You can't win the league every year, Cal. That's still my only point to that. 5 goals against Liverpool when they're leading. Hypocrites. Van Dijk fouled their hair in the build-up. Many pundits thought we were expecting to win the 3rd title. You're the best club in the world. You should have to win the season. Don't agree with that, Cal, mate. One of them. If we win it, we win it. We don't, we don't. Being second with our injuries to this amazing Liverpool team is success for itself. Exactly, Alex. Kamal's on high, guys. Right, Cancelo then, because we're not throwing. We seem to be having more chat about, our season at the moment. We can do that at the end. Let's get into the player ratings, please. We're looking at fives. Right, Cancelo's getting a 5. I'm going to go with a 5. The next one we're going to do is, just bear with me a moment, is Fernandinho. How did Dino do yesterday? Well, I just double check your comments while you put your scores in out of 10. So because you were bad 10, 15 years ago, you were not bothered about winning the league? No, I'm not, Cal. I'll be straight with you now, Cal. I ain't bothered if we win the league or not, mate. I told you I'd support City whether we were in the non-league Sunday league, Tameside league. I couldn't give a monkeys, mate. It's not about winning titles for me. I've always said that. I'm not a trophy hunter. Never have been a trophy hunter, never will be. Support City because it's in my blood, mate. And that's not me. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you where I am with it. I'm not a trophy hunter. Pep chopping and changing every week continues to hold us back. Never consistent. Will be 10 out of 10 one game and then 4. I agree with that, Ryan. Yes. Zaha don't have to have a great game. You only need a few attempts of damage. Don't, Cal. And you've won the last 2 titles. When was the last time in the Premier League to win 3 on the bounce? Man United in 2001, 2002, wasn't it? Abdullah gives Fernandinho a 4. That's harsh. Leonard a 5. Andy a 6. Ming Wang 5. Billy a 6. Dave 6. Kamal gives him a 7. Dudley a 6. Carl is salty because we battered Everton in both games this season. And obviously you support Ox Passion Heart, but you want the best for your club. Mate, I understand what you're saying, Cal, but I watched City was getting beat by York City, mate. So I ain't bothered, and I sang my heart out. I remember us getting beat by Arsenal. We were 4 down within 15 minutes, and the City fans stood up and applauded the Arsenal players for how great they were. It's just the way it's in our DNA, mate. We support good football. It's not about trophies. I'm not, but Pep's tactics are not as effective last season. Furness should have left the ball run. Hamza gives him a 6. Talking about us is irrelevant. We are a mid-table club. I'm not obsessed about winning trophies. People expect us to be the best team in England. Do you think all the City fans don't care? Don't care if we draw or lose, Carl? Of course we do. We just don't throw our toys at the pram. Entitled kids do. Anyway, I'm just going to make my opinion a little. Got people round. No problem, Ryan. Have a good Sunday, mate. Lachal Blue gives Fernandinho a 6. That's a mixed bag. We've got 6s, 4s, and 5s. So, Fernandinho, I'm going to go 5.5 in the middle. And I've probably spelled Fernandinho wrong. Right, let's move to someone who I'm going to have an opinion on now. And Carl, you're an Everton boy. You know what he's like. I'm going to talk about him. John Stones. John Stones. And here's my issue with John Stones. I don't think he has improved as a player from 4 or 5 years ago since we bought him. We spent £50 million on this player, and Pep improves every single player. Now, the thing with Stones is he's been hit with an injury career at Manchester City. He's had injury after injury. But what I'm not having is yesterday, him and Cancelo got absolutely done for the equaliser in the last second. But last week, he was amazing, John Stones. He was the John Stones where he can bring the ball out, lay the ball off, really bring the ball out. Distribution was spot on. And then yesterday, now, I don't know if he got an early injury. I know Andy's on. If anyone else noticed that, I think he got an early injury in the game, which I think bothered him when I look back on it and I rewatched it. So I'm not sure. But at the moment, and if you watch Pep was up John Stones' rear end all game. He was waving his arms around. He was shouting and bawling at John Stones yesterday. Really, really got some stick, did John Stones from Pep yesterday. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in that dressing room between those two after the game. Dave W gives him a 5. Leonard London gives him a 1. That's his harsh. Mate, I'm a proper fan, mate. I was silver in until October, November. I go home and away in other countries when in Europe. Mate, I'm not disputing that, Carl. I'm just telling you how I am as a fan. I'm not in it for trophies. And you made the comment about trophies. Lankow 5, Billy McHugh 3, Mingyu Wong 5. Kamal gives him a 3. Fault for both goals. Don't want to see him in the City shirt again. Too inconsistent. I'd run out of patience. There was a lot of fans like that yesterday. Get rid, says Leonard. Carly's just changed things up for United and Villa. Everyone was raving about it. Now all of a sudden we have 25 shots, scored 2 goals, and it's suddenly all Pep's fault. Couldn't make it up. Stones should be shipped off this summer. Hamza gives him a 5. Abdullah 2 out of 3. Make your mind up, Abdullah. He's finished. Garcia and Bellis are way better and better potential. Stones is the same when he was at us. Excellent game. He will 4 woeful games. He does exactly, Carl. That's my point, mate. After 4 years, he shouldn't be the same player he was at Everton. We bought him for his potential. He was a young lad at Everton, and he should have come on by now. That's my point. Now, I know he's had injuries, and that might be part of the issue, but he needs to improve, and he needs to improve quick, because when Pep Guardiola is publicly criticising you during that game, as he was yesterday, and anyone who was at the game saw it, John Stones has now got to start thinking about his future a little bit. If he was injured, then why not get subbed? I'm only saying he looked injured to me. I am late, no problem with Chabalo. Watched the full game. Stones made some great passes and tackles. He made 2 bad passes in the second half. He should have fouled Zaha, but where was Cancelo when Zaha went through? Stones a 5. I watched the full game, and like I said, it's your opinion. I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I don't think he had a great game. And fair enough, pal, we all have an opinion. 4.5 Lewis. 5 first lesson defender is get the ball, if not get the man. Stones was also having a go at Pep. Yes, he was, asking where the hell Mendy and Gundogan were for the ball over the top for Toshin. Agree with that. Stones was giving it back to Pep. Stones was our second best centre-back at us. Jags had better stats that season. He was hyped up because he was English. Abdullah gives him a 2. Easy target with City fans. I think he's making it easy though, Andy, if you want my honest opinion, with the way he's playing sometimes. You know, after 4 years, you've got to remember this is not a new player. This is 4 years down the line, and he's making the same mistakes he did in his first season. You can't be doing that anymore. Can't be doing it. You've got to see progression. Sell Stones, use Eric Garcia and buy 1 or 2 more centre-backs. Palace buzzing over Toshin, he's so bad. Tell you what, though, he was great yesterday, Carl. Don't get why Garcia's been frozen out of the squad after the senior players are back in. He's he did it. It's what Pep does. He did it with, he's done it with Foden and Kamal, so he's going to do it with Garcia. City are desperate for a top experienced defender. I agree. People need to lay off Stones thinking he was crap. Mingyu Wong, it's an opinion, and we're all entitled to an opinion. I don't think he was good, and I don't think he's the answer. That's my opinion. And I think after watching him for 4 years, it's my opinion. That goes against Liverpool again. I also agree, Andy, if he played for Barca, Real Madrid wouldn't get as much stick, but you bought him for us, so people slag him off. City should buy Diallo. How is Garcia frozen out squad? He's just turned 19. I just said that. He's doing what he did with Foden with him. Stones are not always having 1 or 2 big mistakes every game. You can't play Garcia every game. It's too much of a risk. Agree, Carl. Progression. Last week we were raving about him. Suddenly it's all Stones' fault. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, and I don't want this to turn into, because it's all opinion, mate. I don't want to see 1 good game 1 week and then a bad game the next week. I want to see progression. I want to see, if he thinks he's going to stay in the team week in, week out, he's got to perform for 6, 7, 8 games, not 1 or 2, and then that's it. And then in the 3rd game and the 4th game, he makes mistakes that cost us goals. Can't be doing that. The top class, does Van Dijk do that? No. The company do that? Not really. You know, we're talking a £50 million player here. We ain't talking a £25 million youngster. We're talking a £50 million defender here. It was the future of England. Stones is good, but he follows team energy, in my opinion. Dowlish is good. He just come back from injury. Maybe he needs Otamendi next team. That's my opinion. Right, so I'm going to give Stones, looking at your scores, because there's been just loads of debate on Stones at the moment. I'm going to ignore the one, Leonard. I'm not being harsh, mate, but I am going to ignore the one, because it wasn't that bad. I'm going to give him a 5. Players are allowed to have bad games. Listen, guys, I'm not saying John Stones is not allowed to have a bad game. What I'm saying is, out of 10 games that he plays, I don't want 6 of them being bad and 4 of them being good. That isn't a top defender. Sorry, my opinion. Unpopular opinion, but if Sanchez went to City, he said he would be a top. Yes, I agree with that, Carl. I did say that. Fingers with Stones now is we can't say he's a young player anymore. Thank you, Kamal. That's my point. Andy, 4 years. How long should Aguero carry him? Carry him. How's Aguero's not carrying Stones? Right, anyway, let's get off Stones because it's getting silly now. Mendy. How did Ben Mendy do yesterday? Tell me what you think about Benjamin Mendy. Benjamin Mendy. How do we think Ben Mendy did yesterday? Players are not allowed to have bad games at all. You want 100% from them. Can't players have bad games? Of course they do. But like I've said, I don't want, out of 10 games, John Stones to have 6 bad games and 4 good games. I want him to have 6 or 7 good games and 3 bad games. Dave the Blue 6, Aguero carry him. So I'm guessing yesterday was all Stones' fault, 25 shots. I did say, Andy, I don't agree with that comment about Aguero carrying him. Hamza 6.5, Billy 7, Mendy 7 had a very solid game. Again, this is opinions, because I know people yesterday thought he had an awful game, near me. There were people who will depart in the summer, some will stay, they will. Excuse me. The Chablo 6, Carlton 8. That's generous. Leonard London 6.5, a mixed performance. I'd go down that road more, Leonard. It was a mixed performance, because I'd love Mendy to actually get across that beats the first man. And the one time he beat his first man on his cross, we scored. And I think it was the only time he put a ball in that beat the first man. Mingy Wong 6 meant Andy gives him a 5. What an assist for the second goal. Exactly. But Lankow, it was the only time he did it. He kept it in the first man. Abdullah 7. Stones and Otamendi are probably gone this summer. Probably, Alex. I agree with that. Woeful crossing, but got one right. 6. That I agree with, JK. Dudley Lewis 6.5 or a 7. Choose one of them, mate. Fred Blaze 1 for United. Garbage, apart from one good cross, blowing like mad halfway through the second half. That was funny. If anyone saw that yesterday, he was stood next to Pep Guardiola with his hands on his hips, blowing like mad. And I tell you what, that isn't what you do in front of the boss, I tell you. United just missed an absolute sitter. Oh. Guys, we're not going to win the title. Let's stop talking about that. Are we surprised, Kamal? Apparently Messi has recommended Barca to get Aguero. I hope this isn't true. I saw it rumoured. No, it won't be true, Abdullah. When Aguero finishes, he's going back to Argentina. He's going home. Hi, guys. United are finished. United are finished at United. What? What do you mean, Alex? Aguero was scoring goals and running like hell down our defence, conceding the first few attempts. Mendy like Bellerin, good players, but injuries done their career. Dudley Lewis 6.5. Mixed bag for Mendy. And I'm going to be honest, I'm in a camp where I don't think he had a great game. I thought his crossing was atrocious. And I'm sat 5 rows from the front, right in front of the corner. And everyone was screaming at him yesterday, beat the first man, beat the first man. But it's looking like we've got 7s. I might have to go with a 7 for Mendy. Sanchez was done at United, didn't start enough games. Reading here, you would think City needs to bring in half a dozen players and during the summer that's not going to happen. That rumour about Messi and Aguero was 3 weeks ago. Andy said Sanchez was finished at United. I say the whole team is finished at the moment. Right, Mendy, going off your scores, I'm going to give him, I can't decide between 6.5 and 7. I'm going to go 6.5. Right, from Mendy, we're going to go to Andy's favourite player in the world, the greatest ever player to put on a City shirt, in Andy's opinion, all because he got a signed shirt from his kids at Christmas. Ilkay Gundogan, who is another one who frustrated me yesterday. Really frustrated me. His passing was so off. His passing was just not there yesterday. What? We should get Chilwell in the summer. Abdullah, no. Chilwell got rinsed when we played them. So Ilkay Gundogan, Vicious Victor gives Mendy a 7, Hamza Bean a 5, Lachablu 4, Dave W 5.5, Andy's giving Gundogan a 10. Ming Yu Wong 6, Billy McHugh a 4. These are mixed bags. I thought today of watching the Glory Hunter Derby, but I went to the supermarket instead. DCL scoring again, what a man. Carl Blundell gives it. Are you giving Ilkay Gundogan an 8? I'm starting to think what game you watched, Carl, yesterday. Didn't see him in the highlights, so I'll go in the middle of the park, 5.5. Yeah, that was what I was like with Gundogan. I wouldn't know he was playing unless I watched the game yesterday. He was in the middle completely. He didn't do anything spectacular. He gave the ball away a couple of times. But he's been playing so well lately. Really has, Gundogan. Really has improved. And then yesterday, I just think he had one of them games. Dudley was 6, didn't see the highlights, so in the middle. 6, didn't have the worst game, but he was ball watching. Yeah, that's where I'm 5.56. I'm in the middle with him. What I said, De Gea, what happened to Sancho. I like Gundogan, very technical player. He is, Carl, but he's another one, hot and cold. You just don't know what kind of Gundogan you're going to get with him. Anymore, I'm going to give you 10 seconds for Gundogan because we've got a lot to get through, but I need to be gone. Can't be on all night, guys. I think it's all Pep's fault. He should stay with the same team who would last game. What do you think, Sofian? Yes, I do think that. I think he changed the team too much. I understand why he did. I understand fully why he changed it because we've got so many games coming up. Probably the biggest week in our season. But, it's one of them things. He's rested players. Sofian, go and watch netball. Andy's firing the big guns today. If United nick some points to Liverpool today, I don't know how to feel about it. They'll brag about being the only team at Liverpool dropped points against this season. Seems invisible to me. Yeah, they'll. Right, Gundogan, I'm going to go slap bang in the middle with him because I'm going to go 5.5. I just can't. He's one of them players at the minute, yesterday's performance. Let's move on from KDB to... Who should we do next? Let me just see what does Stuart Brennan say about Gundogan. Let me look. Only one deft pass, which almost set Aguero free in the box, but again, too much of his work was ineffectual. In ineffectual areas, 5. Exactly the same as us. Let's move on to this man, the Ginger Prince, KDB. Stuart Brennan gives him a 6, hit the bar with a fine free kick. What a free kick that was. But was strangely unable to influence the flow of the game. In fact, he faded out of it, a 6. I agree with that. He did fade out of the game. Gundo don't have the stamina to play him week in, week out. Off topic, when will the next podcast episode come out, guys? Yeah, Gundo to KDB. KDB gets a 6 from Dave the Blue. Looks like the flame is going at Leicester. Last time I checked, they were 1-0. How did that finish, Cal? Hamza 6.5 for KDB. Lachablu 5. Yeah, one of them games, I think it was. Leonard London 6.5. Podcast being done tonight or tomorrow. Ming Yu Wong 5. Billy McHugh 5.5. KDB 6. Average. Yeah. Great Andy. Abdullah 6. Who's on the podcast, Andy? Hey, nosy you, aren't you, Ming Yu Wong? Vicious, we're not doing 0.9s. It's 6, 6.5 or a 7, mate. Carblendale gives KDB a 6. What do you mean? It's a Sofian to Andy, I presume. Good free kick, but was quiet after that 5. Burnley. Oh, did they win? Burnley won. Wow. Leicester lucky if they finish in the top 4 next season. Well, I think they were lucky to finish top 4 this season. KDB was decent but not at his best. Don't know yet, mate. Martin is. Yeah, I'm on the podcast tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to give you my opinions. Dudley Lewis 7. Andy, can I come on? Oh, I'm not talking with you. I'm only joking, Carl. Hossian, KDB, an 8.5. Hossian, where have you got 8.5 from? Wow. Vardy missed a penalty. Sorry for being nosy. You nosy bugger, you mean you won't. No, I'm only joking, mate. Ask away. That's what you're here for. It's your channel, guys. You ask the questions. I'm only joking, Ming you won't. Chris Baker's on. Evening, pal. Hope you're good, buddy. Oh, have you recovered after yesterday's game? KDB, great free kick. And then you just forgot he was playing. He was not himself at all yesterday. Yeah. And even Stu Bennett said it, like I said, hit the bar, flying free kick, strangely unable to influence the flow of the game, and in fact, he faded out of it. Alan St. Maxim is a beast from Newcastle. Vardy and Vara costing my FPL today. Got a couple of Castro best Carl, need to give them a chance. Let's be honest, Martin, I carry you on the podcast, of course you do. Liverpool first, City second, the rest are crap. Sound and it. Right, guys. 10 more seconds for KDB, and then we're moving on. And we're going to do Bernardo Bubblegum next. Just get the comments up. Martin, what do you think of super expensive Evian water? Random question, that, innit, Alex? It's expensive, mate. Water's water. Get it out your tap. 5, 6.5. Yeah, right. I'm going to stick KDB at 6. Let's move on to Bernardo Silva. What do we all think of Bubblegum? Who, again, I thought was quiet. I thought he was just... you're going to hear me repeat the exact same thing here of a lot of players. The midfield was just ineffective. It was quiet. It was just... There was nothing to it yesterday for me. Let's see what Stuart Brennan says about him. Saw a shot saved at point blank, but his usual brand of magic was left in the box, and he was hauled off 5 out of 10. So how did you think Bubblegum did? Wasn't your accent they were fed up of, Carl? I'm good, thanks, Andy. How's you? Do you think if the rest of the league came together, they would beat City and the LFC combined team? Good question, Lancow. No, I don't. Oh, good, Chris. Hamza 6.5, Lachablu 6, Billy McHugh 6.5, Ming Yu Wong 5, No Lancow, Forget he even played 5.5. Yep. Abdullah 6, Dudley Lewis 6.5. What's that? We're in 6s, eh? Andy gives him a 6. Hossein gives him a 5. But I agree with Stu on it. Ineffective. Didn't even realise he was playing sometimes. Leonard 6.5 didn't play bad. I disagree a bit, Leonard. I don't think he was good at all. And when you forget he's playing, that worries me a bit. And I agree with Stu Berrin on it. He was ineffective and just not in the game at all for me yesterday. Bubblegum lost his flavour. Nice one, Chris. Like that one. You just look that one up on the internet, have we? Bernardo's form kind of describes the whole team's form this season. Quiet for a few games and runs and socks up against the likes of United, Villa, etc. Don't put Villa in the likes of United. Villa are near the bottom of the league, mate. Right, I'm going to stick Bernardo. Looking at your scores. 6. He's the same as Sterling, needs a lengthy rest. He's having a rest. That's the problem. Right, we're going to move from Bubblegum Silva to Merlin Silva, captain yesterday. How do we all think he did? I wasn't surprised when he got taken off, let's put it that way. Again, not himself. Not himself. You're going to hear me say this about a lot of people. Not himself. Stu Brennan has gone with, let me see what he's put about Merlin. Neat as ever and found little pockets of space, but failed to utilise them to good effect. The brain not as sharp as usual. 5. I'm going to be honest, I said this to the guy sat next to me yesterday. He looked his age yesterday. He looked his age. Yes, Martin, but they're both awful. Yeah. 5.5 Hamza. Andy gives David a 6. Bernardo's been poor yet this season. He has Queen versus King. Poor. El Mago gets a 6 from Lankow. Billy McHugh, 5.5. The Chablu love him, but a 4. We are being harsh on Bubblegum. We're all being harsh then, Leonard, because I just thought it was ineffective, mate. Not having a good season at all. I think what's happened on the social media front's really affected him, if I'm honest. David Silver 6 and Mingyu Wong. Abdullah gives him a 5. Merlin's lost his magic. Couldn't wait to get off the pitch. Sofians, I don't know what you deleted, mate. Dudley Lewis, a 5. 6.5 wasn't bad. Just getting older. Yeah, I think his age has caught up on him now. Hossian, 4. Mick, Sofian, that's some rubbish, mate. It is. Jesus Christ, yeah, exactly. Sofian, come on. Give it a rest, mate. Give it a rest. Pep doesn't suck at all. David Silva is slow. He's slowing dramatically. He is, Carl. It happens to the best of them. People don't go on forever. It happened to Pele. It happened to, it happened to Rivaldo. It happened to the Ronaldo. It'll happen to the other Ronaldo. It happened to Messi. Age catches up. I'm going to go, looking at that, I'm going to go slap bang in the middle again. We're seeing still best Spanish player ever seen. Yes, totally agree with that, Cal. Best Spanish player ever to be in the Premier League. One of the best players ever to be in the Premier League, though. 5.5 for David. For El Mago. 5.5. Right, we're going to move on from David to someone who is just so out of form. Raheem Sterling, Raz. Foden should have been starting these kind of games. Bang on, Lankow. Bang on. That's where he was. Should have had David. That midfield needed a kick up the rear end yesterday, and that's where Phil Foden should have been. What does you need your hard drive check mean, mate? Need your hard drive check, Alex, on your computer, mate, or your laptop. Love me, nevertheless. Right, Raheem Sterling, Hamza 5, Lachablu 3, Leonard London 4, Billy 4, Mingyu Wong 4. Totally ineffective again. And I mean, you did notice Sterling was playing. You noticed he was playing because of how bad he was. He was just awful. He's crossing. He couldn't beat a first man. I don't mean crossing. He was running at the man. He was getting tackled every single time. Dudley Lewis 4 didn't look interested. No, he didn't. 4. That was the Raheem Sterling 2-3 years ago. That I don't know. And someone made a good point yesterday. Is it what happened with England and everything else with Southgate dropping him? Is this affected the boys' confidence? Has it? Raz 2 weeks rest and just performed like he did before it. Maybe that was the problem. Needs playing into form. A 5. Sterling still in bad form. We need signing back ASAP. Evening Blues. Raz average 5. Presume Stones has been made the scapegoat. Yep, Scott, he has. By me as well. City don't have to play Raz. Yes, he has been, Scott. I did say Cancelo was bad as well. He was at fault for the goals. I was surprised he was selected yesterday. 6 from Tar. Should have played Mahrez. Bad decision by Pep. Sorry, my daughter's just messaging me. Gabby and Sergio Combo, I'd like to see more of that. Raheem a 6. There was a surprise under. 5, not even there. Listen, Scott, I gave my opinion and that's it, mate. And I get criticised for giving an opinion. That's all. And I didn't just have a go. Five, not even there. Yep, Scott just not on here, but the Twitterati as well. Sterling still to sign contract, big reason for poor form for me. I think, Phil, it's down to what happened with England. Gabby should start over Raz and Mahrez over Bubblegum. Yeah. Right, so, Raz. I'm going to have to give Raz Sterling a 4. Looking at it. Oh, no, actually, yeah, 4. We've got 4s and 3s. We've got 5 and a 6. I will catch it back, Martin, just like fella, no problem, Scott. Interesting point, Phil. Yeah, it is. I still think it's part Southgate dropping him, and that what happened. What did Stu Brennan say about Sterling? One curling shot a yard wide was his only real threatening moment. Badly needs to build up his game again. A 5. Right, we're going to move from Sterling to this man. The man who at the moment is just electric. Sergio Aguero. Has Sterling been offered a big contract? Apparently so. 4, you lot are harsh. That's what they put, mate. Mahrez the best. Sergio Aguero, my man of the match for me yesterday. 2 great goals. Comes alive. That's what you want from a top striker. Comes alive when he's having a quiet game. And just bang. Lights up like a firecracker. There when you need him. Bang. 2 goals. Sergio an 8 of Mendy. Leonard 100. Billy McHugh an 8. Mingyu Wong an 8. Hamza 8.5 for Aguero. JK MCFC gives him a 9. Class. I thought he was amazing. And even when he's having a quiet game, that's what you want from a top striker. The best striker ever for me in the Premier League, Sergio Aguero. Sophie an 8.5. Wow, that man is not human at an 8. The Child Blue man of the match an 8. Speaking of electric, Martin, she's electric, can be electric too. Stop it with your Oasis songs, Alex. Dudley Lewis 8.5. Andy 6 and 2 extra for his goals. Didn't do anything else in the game, but that's all you want. Exactly, Andy. I said to you, he was quiet all game, and then bang, like a firework, he blew up, and he just got going. 2 goals straight away, and that's what you want. Scott Williams 8.5. Rather than celebrating, should have been getting the ball at the net and getting the game started again. Apart from the goals, he was his usual self. What did Stuart Brennan say about him? No room in which to operate for most of the game, but showed what he could do when given the quality. When given quality service. An 8. Right, I think we're going to go with Sergio 8.5. Looking at it, Aguero wasn't quiet, no service. He was quiet, Leonard. Did he do a lot before the goal? Really? Did he? And that's not criticising him. I'm saying just to waste it. I'm said to you, that's what top strikers do. They can be quiet for 70 minutes, come alive the last 20 and score an hat-trick. And that's what makes him the best striker ever in Premier League for me. Right, we're going to move from Sergio to the substitutes. And I'm going to start with this guy. I'm going to go with Gabby first. When I can find him. Oh, no, that's not Gabby. There's Gabby. Gabby Jesus. Sergio's goals to minutes ratio proves he's the best striker in the Premier League era. Totally agree, Chris. Here's a tough question for you, Martin. Which current City player would you like to meet in person the most? KDB. Not a tough question at all, mate. On Pep and Tamara's in all matches. No, because if he plays every single match, he'll get burnt out. And then you'll criticise Pep for playing him every game, then and not resting him. So he can't really win. 105 minutes a goal per game. Exactly Mingyu Wong. Gabby, Andy gives him a 7 for the assist. Hamza 7.5. Billy McHugh a 7. Gabby got an assist, to be fair, 7.5 from Lankow. The Chablu gives him a 7. Anymore for anymore. You can tell from our midfielders' ratings, average Martin. Yeah, no, I agree with that. They were, but he didn't have any service. But sometimes as a striker in a pep team, you have to go and find the ball as well. And he doesn't always do that. Sometimes he does it some games, Leonard. He doesn't do it the others. In a pep team, that's why, for me, a Harry Kane wouldn't work in a pep team. You can't be a fox in the box. You've got to go and get the ball sometimes, do the dirty stuff, which Aguero can do. And he had to improve. When Pep first came, Aguero wasn't doing that. That's why he was looking. That's why at the time there was rumours about him leaving because he didn't suit Pep's style. Aguero's now learnt that. Some look. Chablo, you can tell from David for me, Alex, KDB and Bernardo for me, mate. 7 hours energetic, should have started. Gabby at 7, he was okay. 7 says 80k. Ming Wong 7. Tag gives him a 6. That's harsh. Alex, no surprise there, and Gabby at 6. That's Hossian. He's like a whippet 7. Just me, who would love to meet Bernardo. If you're gonna meet a player, meet a legend. I know, but I love KDB. He's my favourite player. Right, we're going to go with the 7 for Gabba. Because I think that's unanimous, that one. He'll always be the number 2. Well, I think Sofian will be a striker. I'll be a winger soon. Martin, he was so desperate yesterday running his socks off, mate. I'm hopeful you wouldn't meet Bernardo Lancow. 6.5, Martin, would you rather have Harry Kane and a great centre-back or Mbappe? Mbappe all day long, mate. Easy. Right, we're going to move from Jesus to this man, Riyad Mahrez, who I thought him and Gabba changed the game yesterday. Changed the game, gave us impotence, gave us potency, gave us forward drive, gave us everything that we hadn't had for 65, 70 minutes. Mahrez and Gabby did it. You mean me, exactly. I thought your favourite player was Mahrez, Martin. No, I like Mahrez a lot, but my favourite player is KDB. He was okay in 8. Salam is to sit at 7.5. Sofian a 10. Don't be silly, mate. Mahrez a 6. That's harsh. You've gone from the sublime to the ridiculous. Sofian's gone 10. And Andy's gone a 6. And I'd have gone a 7 or an 8 myself. Billy McHugh, Mahrez an 8, completely changed the game when he came on. Totally agree, Billy. Him and Jesus changed everything about the game. Chablo 7, Lancow 7.5, Sofian 7 for Mahrez, Ming Wong 7 for Mahrez. Any more on Riyad Mahrez? I think he was rested yesterday for Tuesday night. Simple. There's a lot of games coming up. We've got Sheffield United Tuesday, Fulham Sunday. We've got Scumbags over the road on Wednesday night. So we've got 3, and then we've got Real Madrid coming up. We've got 3 big cup competitions about to hit. We need to make sure we're in all of them come 2 weeks' time. Mahrez a 7. Cousin is irreplaceable, in my honest opinion. Totally agree, Leonard. I'm not sure even Mbappe would do it. Could have done for us. That I agree with Leonard. But I think Mbappe is the closest you're going to get to it. No Mahrez, no win. Showed us what we needed. 7. Mahrez 6.5. The game did change. Agree, Martin. They're going to surprise. He was benched. Gets in a run of form, then warms the bench. Too greedy and not composed enough to cross when needed. Decision making too inconsistent. Didn't get an assist, so no extra points. Old De Gea at Anfield tonight. Wow. Is there? Clearly I'm not watching it. Mahrez, right. I think we're going to go down the 7 route for Mahrez. But I thought him and Gabby changed the game. Right, for Mahrez, I'm going to do Rodri. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do Rodri. Forget that. We're going to move straight on to Pep Guardiola because I don't think Rodri was in the game long enough to be in it. What does Stu say about Mahrez and Gabby Jesus? Gives him a 7, great assist. Riyad Mahrez only got 5 from Stuart Brennan, went for glory. And Rodri, well, I'm not doing that. He played about 3 minutes, came on scuba the win, but failed. Pep Guardiola, how do we feel? I'm buzzing for the domestic cup, especially the Carabao and early trophy would boost the confidence, especially with snatch it off the dirty rags. Yes, totally agree with you, mate, and I think that's what Pep does. Get that trophy nice and early. That's why he always gives the Carabao Cup the respect it deserves. Sophie and we won 2 titles and broke our records with that Mahrez. We have Spurs on Sunday the 2nd of February. Yes or no, mate? Rodri played 1 minute, so why we're not doing him. I've moved on to Pep, mate. Andy gives him a 7. Billy McHugh a 6. Sophie and a 5.5. Mahrez is greedy and I don't like that, but overall has been playing well, hence should start. Mingyu Wong 7. Sophie gives him a 4. Doesn't surprise me with that. Any Mahrez lovers are going to get low scores now for Pep because he didn't play him. 8 inspired subs changed the game. Peter Curry a 6. Pep was poor 5. I agree, Pep. I think he had to do it. I think it was the wrong one though. Pep was poor 5. Scott 6.5. Dudley Lewis 7.5 for the birthday boy. It's about yesterday, Leonard. He was great previously. Just come on. I only want to give 1 mark. Stone gets a 0, less than 0. Don't pull Dempster because you'll get attacked, mate. Were Liverpool the last team to do a League Cup 3-peat? I'm not sure, Alex, on that. That's a good question. I'll have to research that one for you, Alex, and let you know during the week. Right. Pep 7, 6, 5.5, 7, 4, 8, 6. Were Liverpool the last team to... Yeah, it wasn't bad, and your game looked more positive when he came on. Exactly right. I'm going to go with Pep 7. It's all his fault what's happening this season. You keep changing players because you can't play the same 11 all the time, Sophie, and you can't do it. You'll burn players out. They're not machines, they're human beings. That's why you pick up injuries, mate. It's why we have a big squad. Martin, I consider Pep the GOAT, but yesterday I did swear at him. I did as well, mate, don't worry. The Charblue 7. I'm giving Pep a 7. Right, guys, man of the match. Who was your man of the match? Do I even need to ask this? Because I know where this is going. Who was your man of the match? And then we're going to move on to some news. And then that's it. I'm going to leave you, love you and leave you, and let you go and watch the last bits of some game. A couple of teams are playing who aren't very good. Never said he was bad, said he didn't make the right decisions when he came on. Come man of the match easy, exactly. Nothing better than a cup of sour cherries on a cold Sunday night. Sergio. Yeah, I think we know where we're going with this. Sergio, Gary Cahill, go away you. Gary Cahill. They are. Martin Tyler can do it. Martin can do it. Sergio Aguero, Tossan, no. Right, man of the match, Sergio. You're going to watch the Glory Hunting Derby, mate. No, I'm not. I'm going to go and have my dinner. Right, guys, what I want to do now is talk a little bit about this. Yesterday, there was some VAR. Where do I even go with this? Where do I even go with it? Yesterday was the first time City fans have had enough now of VAR. I think every fan in the country have had enough of VAR. And posters were made and they were given out in the South Stand yesterday. It's the way, so this is what it's basically said. Let me just have a look. Right. So City fans have obviously now protested about this, about VAR. They've had enough. In the early stages of the match, fans in the South Stand at the Etihad pulled out A4 size banners with a message against the controversial technology. The sign reads, "Rest in peace football, VAR is here, #respect fans." The signs have been taken inspiration from a post that a single protester and failed. Hang on. Where am I up to? Sorry, I did have it up. I'm just looking for it now. City fan Don Grant held up a far bigger banner with a similar message during half-time in the game, in which Phil Foden had a goal disallowed following a VAR review. Now, apparently this led to a confrontation with stewards who asked him to take it down. City fans have just had enough, and he said it's the way the game has been going, it's really peed me off. The way the game has changed to stop the start, the inconsistency of all the enjoyment is going out of it for me, he told the MEN. I've been speaking to a lot of fans who think the same, and it's all built up to the point where I thought I had to do something. Supporters have to make a stand. They ignore us and treat us with contempt, and it's wrong. The response from City fans and fans of other clubs has been amazing. Don't be surprised if others do it tomorrow, but we will see. There you go. What do you think about that? I've had enough of it. You've had enough of it. Everyone's had enough of it. Let me get back into your comments. Goal for City, number 10, Sergio. Crowd joins in. Exactly. Thanks, Martin. Have to go. No problem. LeChao Blue. Take care, buddy. Have a good Sunday. Respect to the protest. Hope it goes well on that scheduled meeting. VAR brought to you by FA Tan Liverpool, the first Premier League trophy in 30 years because can't win it themselves, says Leonard. Really like VAR, but we need to have a look at the rules. Ball hits your hand, it's handball. Yeah, that was it. We had a penalty, it got overturned, it hit his arm initially, and the rules of the game is it can't be handball if it's hit under the, I think it's hit his leg. So it wasn't a penalty, the referee was right. VAR brought to you by the FA Tan. Yep, done that one. Funny how the BBC Match Today quickly showed a camera shot of the fans holding up stuff at the start of the game. Then after the pen, not one image. Shocking reporting from an unbiased corporation. Don't blame VAR, no excuses for City. They were below average. VAR sponsored by Liverpool. Rest in peace, football. Come on, guys. Right. There's a story in the MEN. I'm going to talk about this. I was going to bring up the thing. Apparently, in the MEN, there is a City are tipped. Now, this is in the MEN with the bookies. Are tipped to make January signings. And these are 5 possible people they've come up with in the MEN. And it was by, let me just get it up. It is by Paul Clark. He was the senior sports writer for the MEN. And they've gone for 5 people according to Sky Bet. First one is Koulibaly, who's obviously available. And he is the odds of 7-2 to join City. Sorry, 5-2 to join City. There is Pau Torres, who is over at Villarreal. He's a 23-year-old who's got a reputation to another level at the Spanish side this season. He's obviously down at 7-2. There is then Kai Havertz, which is obviously Bayern Leverkusen's midfielder. He's one of the top prospects in and around Europe. He's 8-1. And then the remaining 2, who I hope do never happen, Adama Traore. Yeah, I'll say that again. Adama Traore. These are 5 players that apparently City are heavily linked with in January, even though I don't think we're going to sign anybody. Who is 10-1. And the last person, let me just bring him up, was Nathan Ake, obviously the Bournemouth centre-back, who is at 12-1 with Sky Bet to sign for City. So, I don't know. I don't think City are going to buy anybody in the January transfer window at all, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. But that's what the MEN are reporting, that we've got 5 targets. So let me do the last few comments, and then I'm shooting. I am out of here. I'm going to love you and leave you to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Don't blame VAR, no excuse for City. They were below average. I agree with you, Sofian, but it's City fans protested, so we're going to talk about it. VAR sponsored by Liverpool. The VAR is something good for football, but it's killed the favour of the game. Mike Riley's the problem, massive tool. Agree with you, Chris. Bet you, Martin, this happens against Liverpool, would have been a pen. They're following the rules, though, Leonard, so I can't say it's wrong. They were following the letter of the law. Sometimes it isn't VAR's problem, it's the letter of the law that's the problem. That's it, I'm training to become a VAR official. Marshall, Mr. Sitter, Adama Traore, Koulibaly, Nathan Ake, and who were the other 2? Pau Torres and There was Koulibaly, Nathan Aka, Adama Traore, Tao Perez, and I'm trying to think who the fifth one was. I can't remember now, Alex. It's gone out of my head. Matt, I will get it for you in a minute. Might as well say we're signing Pogba. While you blocked me, I was just giving my opinion because Sophie, you keep saying that Pep's crap. Big difference. You can't say a man who's broke every record in the world is crap. Say he's had a poor time. You can't say it's his fault for everything. If City don't sign a defender, then I ain't going to win the Champions League either. Unfortunately, I hope prove me wrong. Yes, big week coming up. Marshall, what a cock. The Bilbao centre-back. Yes. The Bilbao centre-back. Who would the ideal striker be when Sergio leaves? Should we start Gabby or get a new one? Mbappe, mate. I think Gabby will be the signer replacement in the end of the wing. Marshall hasn't got a shooting beach on. Right, guys, that's it. I've done well over an hour, I think, now. Yeah, I'm going to shoot. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday, guys, because you're repeating yourself, Sophie, and it's sort of go. There you go. Have a great Sunday evening. We'll see you very soon. I'm not sure if it's me or Andy or whoever tomorrow. Tuesday, I will be live with a live watch-along for you. Sheffield United, Manchester City. It is live on TV, but I will come with you live and do a watch-along because that's what I'm about. We get bored of hearing the same stuff, Sofiane, exactly. City must focus in Champions League, told the England Cup Premier League to go to Liverpool, exactly. Let them have the league, we'll have the 3 trophies. Let's stay positive. Tuesday night, we put it right, 3 points. Mbappe is closest to come. Mbappe isn't realistic, why not? We've got the money, buy him. We can buy anyone with Man City. To stay in the group, I need to say Pep is great. No, you don't need to stay in the group to say Pep is great, but don't keep saying Pep is absolute awful every single comment. Change your comment or give a reason behind it. You can't play the same player every single time. They're not machines, they're human beings, Sophia. Thanks, Mike, and have a great Sunday evening, Blues. I'll be back tomorrow. There you go. Andy will be back tomorrow for the live vlog. I will see you on Tuesday for the live watch-along from Sheffield United, City. Cheers, everyone. Great chat, Martin, as usual. No problem, Leonard. Thanks, Martin. Top stuff. Bingy Wong. Have a great Sunday. Guys, get over, watch the Match Day vlogs. All the fan cams from yesterday. We had an amazing day yesterday with fan cams and opinions. You're all brilliant. We do it for you. For the fans, by the fans. Always remember that. Give it a like. Give it a share. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to that 12k mark as quick as we can. Guys, have a great Sunday. I'll see you Tuesday for the live watch-along. Martin here, Man City, Man TV, and as always, up the Blues. Take care, guys.